Hey guys, it's Andrew and Knight, and what we've got for you tonight is a review of the Qmadix metallic snap-on cases, which have a kickstand, which is pretty cool. These were given to me by Qmadix for review alongside these ones, and these ones I've just reviewed, and I think basically if you want protection, and that little bit more protection around the front and that lay on the table design, these are really, really nice. I'm really liking them. But these, if you need a kickstand case, for me, have pretty much blown the rest of the competition out of the water. I'm going to explain why. And I know I sound like I'm an awful suck-up because they sent me a load of cases, but honestly, guys, you know I'm not. You know all the companies I've reviewed. I haven't bought a case since my HTC Hero. I'm always getting sent cases. I don't just suck up because they've sent me product, but these really, truly, and these are really good. I'm really impressed with them. So, which will be easy to, I think we're going to take the black just because it's easier to see on the camera. And we'll start inside. You can see it's got this sort of felted inner bit, which probably doesn't do much, but just gives you, a bit of peace of mind that it's not going to scratch the back of the device and sort of grip it a little bit more tightly. Inside here is a really nice and smooth matte plastic, and it's not sharp at all. Some of these harder snap-on cases, they're a bit sharp, but these are pretty good. On top, you can see you get protection all the way up to the bezel, and the same on the bottom. And obviously you've got cutouts for your volume, headphone jack, power button and USB. And we're just going to drop the phone in button side first and then pop it on like that. You can see it clips on really nicely. These are a little bit weird when you first hold them, just because you've got the sort of texture design here, which you can see it looks kind of cool. It's a bit of sort of bling blingy type, I think. It looks kind of what's the word, industrial, which I quite like, but it's a bit weird to hold, gives you a bit more grip, but you get used to it and it feels quite nice. Then you've got this really shiny, it looks sort of like it's got matte lines going that way, but you can't feel them. It's really shiny and smooth. I guess it's aluminium, it's metal of some kind. I kind of like the green on black more on the photo, and it looks quite nice on camera. It's a little bit paler and more limey in real life. I think I prefer this colour combination, this sort of grey silver and white. But saying that, this is still really nice. I'm sorry I keep blinding you. But the main attraction of this case is the kickstand. Now I'm just going to pull out a couple of other kickstand cases that I have, just for comparative purposes. This is the case Maypop, which you guys know I really like. I think if you want something this is almost a hybrid of these two style cases, really. If you want something that's got going to give you a lot of protection and have a kickstand, this is really good. But the kickstand on this, it's a little bit flimsy. It's not bad. I mean, when I reviewed it, I said it doesn't feel like it's going to break on you. It's not quite as strong as its predecessor, but it does the job, and you can stand the phone up and watch movies and things. So that works. And then you've got this Zenus one as well, which again, I like. This is my favourite kickstand until I had this one. It just feels really secure, and I love how it's a magnet, so it clips back, and it just does the job. So that's really good as well. And obviously if you want a wallet functionality, this is a great case. But with this one, this kickstand is just much stronger than the others. It gives you, I'll just show you. So basically to open it, you just stick your thumb under here, you pop it up, and it snaps out like that. And it looks slightly flimsy, but if you feel it, it's really not. It feels really secure. I've never sort of thought, oh god, I've cracked it. It's really nice, and it gives you quite a good angle actually for viewing. These, you can see here, this tips you back slightly more, and this one too tips you back even more than that one. This one is not completely upright, but it's only just back, and I found that for most viewing angles for my height, that seems to be best when I'm sitting down, which is one thing. You can use it both ways, obviously, and it's really secure. This doesn't feel at all like it's going to fall over. You can't even make it fall over, really. Even if you push it over, it rolls into another position. So it's pretty difficult to make it fall over, and feel pretty secure with this one. But you can also do portrait, and the portrait is good just because it's solid again, and that's because this kickstand is so big. You've got, imagine the amount of contact area there compared to, say, on this. I mean, this one doesn't even stand like that. There's no competition. And even when it's like that, this has got very minimal sort of surface area touching the floor, whereas this was pretty big. So it feels really secure when it's up as a kickstand. And the mechanism just feels awesome to use as well, which sounds really weird, but I think, again, is that sort of peace of mind that it's not going to break. It sort of slides, clicks in, and you sort of know it's ready to go. One complaint is you can see with this black design there's a little bit of crap in there, which I really don't know what it is. I think it's lint or something from my pockets. But that is something that will get stuck in there, which, if you're a clean freak, might be a bit annoying. I keep cleaning it with Q-tips. Q-tips or blue tack works as well, but I've left it just for the purpose of the review so you can see that. You can see the rest of this design. It's all really pretty solid plastic. I mean, it looks kind of flimsy still on camera, but I mean, I'm pushing on this pretty hard and it's not really going anywhere, so I'm really impressed with it. And then to get it down, you just click it again and then you get a reassuring snap in. It did snap on both corners. Now only one corner makes the snap noise, but it's still, you can hear that shaking noise, which is just the phone moving against my thumb, but there's no shaking from the kickstand itself, so it's really secure. And as I said, I've been using these pretty religiously for a couple of weeks, maybe even slightly longer. As far as protection goes with these, you get a decent amount on the sides, you get a little bit on the corners, but obviously you're not going to get much on the top or the bottom. And as far as drop protection goes, this is probably too rigid to give you a lot of protection. But if you fell straight down like that, especially with the addition of the kickstand, that sort of extra meat in the middle, you're going to get a decent amount of protection. If you drop it from the front, it's game over. This, you're going to need a screen shield, because there's no lay on the table design whatsoever with this. But the main thing is, if you do want a kickstand case, I think this one's really, really good. We'll show you the white, just for... this is the one I prefer to rock. I think it looks really good. From the front, it looks nicer just having the white around the edge, I think. And on the back, it looks kind of nice as well. It's slightly less ostentatious again, slightly more sort of sombre, subdued, but it looks really cool. It looks kind of smart. And this one, it clicks slightly less. You can still hear it. This one wobbles ever so slightly compared to this one, which is pretty solid. And that might be because this is a matte finish and this is a shiny finish. So I think there's slightly less friction, so it just wobbles slightly more. But again, it's still a pretty solid design. If you push it that way, again, I think because it's matte, because this one isn't matte, there's slightly less friction, but it's still really solid. Unless you push it properly, it's not going to go anywhere. And again, you can use it in both orientations, any which way really. These work really, really well. So yeah, that's the Qmadix metallic snap-on case. I think that's what it's called. If it's not called that, I apologise, I'll have it correct in the title, but I believe that's what it's called. And I hope you've enjoyed this review. Please subscribe, please comment if you've got any questions, and I'll see you guys next time. Ta-ra.